congratulations, Jack, on getting number 19. It is very special to me, and there's a bit of history on this one. There's only 2 of us, if you've noticed, on the locker that has number 19 has 2 names on it. A guy called Jocker Todd. Okay, I had the privilege to meet Jocker and knew his family very well. And he was a ripper of a player. Made team of the century. I didn't quite get there. I was in the squad, but I just missed out on that one. But it's been a long time since someone's played a lot of games in this. I want you to promise me that you'll play a lot of games in this number.
I'll give it my best shot.
You'll give it your best shot? No, I really appreciate it. I wish you all the best here at Geelong.
Thanks, mate.
I know how good a player you are, and I know you'll do proud with number 19.
Thanks,
and
Neville.
The other thing I probably should say also is, whenever you've got your number out there on the ground, you follow it. So I'll see every kick, every bump, every mark. I'll be watching you. That's what happens. I think anybody who has an affiliation with a number for a long time, whoever gets your number, you just want to know how they're going. So I'll be watching you and wish you all the best.
No worries. I'll give it my best shot. Thank you.
Good on you, mate.
Well, Jack, you can't let him down now.
No, I can't. No, not after that speech. But no, I'm very excited. I'm very humbled to be wearing the number 19. Obviously, Neville's played over 200 games with it. So yeah, like I said, I'm extremely humble and honoured to be wearing the number 19.
Yeah, to have, I guess, even half the career at Geelong is what Neville did, play a couple of grand finals and play as many games as you can, is something that you would love to do, I guess.
Yeah, it is. And, it starts with my body. So, being able to train since last week. So, body's feeling good at the moment. And, yeah, just trying to have a good summer, good pre-season, get myself fit.
Is that part of the reason you wanted to come here? Is their past history of getting players right with their body? Yeah,
I think so. Had a good chat with the high performance and medical team here. Bit of a change up, different scenery down the highway. So, like I said, I'm just excited, for the opportunity.
Just with how it ended at Carlton, did you expect to get to the list? Have they told you that it was coming, and did you expect it?
There wasn't many chats throughout the year, to be honest. So I sort of expected the writing was sort of on the wall, but manager was sort of working in the background, and the cats popped up, and something I'm forever grateful for.
Are you spurred on to, I guess, in a way, prove them wrong that you still got a lot of footy left, and that your body, once it's right, you can be a quality AFL player?
Yeah, I think it's not so much proving them wrong. I think I just, want to prove to myself that, I can play AFL football. So, just want to go out there and showcase my skill and play for my family. So, looking forward to next year.
It's been a big week off the field. Jack, how's Jet?
Yeah, Jet's good. We got home from Melbourne yesterday, Arvo. So, a lot of broken up sleep last night, and very tired this morning, so but able to get through training.
You not liking the fact you'll get a bit of time to adjust with a couple of week break over Christmas?
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's it's always good timing. We get 3 weeks off over Chrissy, so being able to support the wife there and give her a chop out.
Neville, did you think when you retired at the end of 92 that the 19 wouldn't see as much action as you would have hoped?
Absolutely not, and as I said, you do hope whoever gets your number plays for a long time and can at least equal or even go better than you on a number of games and things and win a few premierships. That's what you want, and we've had some good players wear it, but unfortunately through injury or form or whatever, they just haven't gone on to really cement their spots. So I'm hoping Jack can do that, and I'm sure he can. I know how good he can play. I've watched a few of his games, and you don't play nearly 100 games with one club and 50 odd with another without having the ability to play good football. So he's just got to get his body right, as he said, and I have no doubt he's probably in as good an environment anywhere in the game here at Geelong where they'll get you right, ready to play, and I just wish him well and hope he can.
Did you have a jumper presentation, Neville, back when you got 19? Do you remember how you were given?
Well, I think it was actually at the Geelong Showgrounds, and we got told you'd either be on the list or you're not on the list. And they got us up with the hay bales. It was the country Geelong back then, and I can still remember they just handed us a jumper and they threw it at you and said, there you go, you're on the list now. So that was about it. It wasn't much different. I was lucky enough to know Jocker, of course, as I said, who was a long time servant of the club and knew the family very well. So he himself came around not long after that night and wished me all the best with my future, which meant a lot to me. I just, as I said, just hope you can get your body right and on the ground.
Jack, just obviously with your move, and Freo was another club that was interested there, and being from WA, I mean, it must say a lot about the Cats that you chose to go here rather than, back home.
Yeah, it does, and I just think there was a few, obviously a few things I had to think about with the decision. Obviously, the big move with a young family, so and then obviously the high performance and medical team. Geelong have got a good history with getting older guys in and looking after them, and allowing them to play the back end of their career and play a lot of footy. So it was sort of, we were always going to WA, and then the Cats popped up, and I'm loving it here. The guys have been welcoming, and it's a great environment.
How do you see yourself fitting into the forward line, Jack?
To be honest, I haven't really thought a lot about that. Just sort of been focusing on getting my body right and trying to, meet everyone at the club, and pretty much just trying to put my best foot forward and stay fit and healthy.
Have you thought about playing with the likes of Cameron, Ollie, Henry, Crone, Myers, Brad Close?
I have, yeah, I have, and I've got a little bit excited, so I've just been trying to cool my jets. But no, the boys are there's a lot of talent down there, no doubt. So I'm pretty excited to get down there and fit in.
Just with the body, can you give us an update? Are you basically where you want to be right now? You've got some work to do.
No, I'm right where I want to be right now. Body's feeling good. I'm fit. Des, a high performance guy, and the high performance team, they've been looking after me, and sort of loads back a little bit. So just trying to get through to Christmas and build loads from there post Chrissy and New Year.
Have you circled round one in the calendar, or opening round, I should say?
I have. Obviously, it's a long way away, so sort of just taking it each week at a time at the moment.
Obviously, some soft tissue injuries last year. Are you able to talk us through just what exactly what happened last year and why you weren't able to get on the park as much as you'd like?
Injuries, eh? Yeah, not fun. I just couldn't get my body right, to be honest. It's as simple as that. And I'm happy right now where I am. Got a good team, good medical team. Family's happy. Plays a big part in it. I'm in a good spot right now, so that's all that matters.
So what do you change to, I guess, sort of move past that? Is it you train differently or train less, train more?
I think, like I said, we're just managing my loads at the moment, so we're sort of not just going, just hammering away. Slowly building up to Chrissy, and then after the New Year, post New Year, we'll get back into it and build the loads from there.
Just on your dualisting itself, was it really tough to take? Can be pretty crushing for a player to sort of, I guess, be axed from a club?
I don't think of it like that, to be honest. I'm just grateful that I got another opportunity, and I get to prove myself again. So happy to be here, mate, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of years and from then onwards.
Have you built a connection at all with any players in particular since you come here?
Look, the whole group's been welcoming. The coaches, the staff, high performance, wellness, the PDMs. Yeah, it's just a great club to be in, great community, and I'm loving Geelong at the moment.
And did anyone convince you to come down the highway? Was there any texts or anything like that, or any players sort of just saying, hey, it's pretty good down here?
Yeah, I got a few text messages, Paddy, a few of the other boys, so it's always nice when guys message you when you're trying to make a decision where you want to go, so definitely played a part. And
who's really impressed you, since you've obviously been on the track only a week, but who's really impressed you so far?
I think Bailey Smith, he's looking really fit at the moment. Max Holmes, he's bloody lightning quick, so our boys have been training well, so
Neville, just on your connection to the club, obviously you've been retired more than 30 years, which is a bit frightening when you say it, but do you still have an involvement with the past players and get to game?
Yes, I do. I'm on the past players committee, have been since I came back to Geelong about 7 years ago. I'm still passionate about the game. I think the game has improved a lot in the last few years. I think it was going nowhere going back 4 or 5 years ago. The game was in a little bit of disarray with the way the game was being coached, I think. They've changed that. The footy is now exciting again. I love going. I'm blue in one eye and white in the other, and I always will be. Grew up as a kid up near Echuca, barracking for Geelong. Got my dream to play with them, and just love the club and just love seeing new blokes come in, and just wish them all the best, because it's an old saying, your time at a club is very short. It doesn't seem it when you're there, but you blink and the next thing you know you're retired and out of it. So you've got to make every post a winner.
You were close with club teams in the early 80s under Billy, and then obviously there was a year under Blighty as well where the club fell short. But as an ex-player, to see the success over the last 17, 18 years, what's that been like for you to see that?
Absolutely brilliant. Anybody who, in my era, we got on the tail strings of those wins. We couldn't get there, but we were so welcome still with the club. The club had such a great policy of bringing in the older guys. We felt we were part of it, and it meant an enormous amount to us. Some of those catch-ups and get-togethers with the players who won the cup, it was just terrific, you know, and the club does do that very, very well.
Neville, obviously, Stephen Wells is celebrating his 40 years in the industry. I think this year, did you have much to do with him during your time?
That's a very good question. Did someone put you up to that? But I'm glad you asked it. I actually appointed Stephen in the role. I retired in '92, got asked by Ron Hovey and Greg Durham to join the board directly after I retired, which was before, which would have been the end of '92. Spent 4 years on the board and football director and chairman of selectors, probably the last of the chairman of selectors. I think they probably got rid of that title. Maybe I destroyed it, I don't know. But Wellesley, in '95 when we appointed Ayresy to come on board, he was part of that. We had a bit of a shift in personnel, and he was probably the obvious choice after Bill McMaster, because he was sort of groomed by Bill, but there was no one better, and I think he's got a pretty good track record to prove that. So, you know, I watch Wellesley and what he does, and I'm really interested, and just had a good chat to him not long ago, and he's had a magnificent career at this club, you know, and he's such a humble person, you know. I really take my hat off to him, and we couldn't have got a better bloke for the job.
Could you ever imagine he'd have this sort of impact in the 30, 40 years?
No, I probably didn't. You know, you just hoped that he would pick up some good players that would come into the club, but he's just done it year on, year out, hasn't he? That he's always been able to sneak 2 or 3 through that others have missed out on, and he obviously does the number crunching well, he does his assessment well, he's got a good team obviously around him. Andrew Mackey now, I'm sure he'll take it to another level, and look, yeah, it is one of the most critical parts of a club's performance to now, is to get the recruiting right and performance management, player management, and I think Geelong does it as well, if not the best in the league.
Can you recall 30 years ago when you appointed him, what really stood out about him as a candidate?
It was probably his quietness, but his thoroughness. You know, he wasn't a bloke like me that just blurt talks. He actually, you could see him thinking on anything that you asked him, and he would hesitate for a bit, and then he'd give you the answer. So he's very calculating, and I suppose from that I thought, well, you know, this guy's going to sit back and he'll approach people and families in the right way that will help bring people to the club. I've known some recruiting people prior to Stephen that were very gung-ho, and they only last a short time and they move on. Whereas Stephen, he just sits in the background, very good, very humble, very proud family man, and very proud Geelong person, and he's done a terrific job.